cool moon landings. According to school textbooks and Wikipedia, on July 21st, 1969 at 02:56:20 UTC, Neil Armstrong became the first human being to set foot on the moon. On December the 14th, 1972 at 05:40 UTC, Eugene Cernan was the last man to leave the moon. The durations of stay were stated to be from 21 hours 36 minutes, Apollo 11, up to 74 hours 59 minutes, Apollo 17. According to all data and photos, the astronauts never experienced a moon's night while on the moon, since a day on the moon is 29.5 times longer than a day on the Earth, i.e. 708.75 hours. One problem supposedly was the same for all 6 moon landings: the heat at permanently 130 degrees Celsius. Apart from the spacesuits, also the cabin of the landing module had to be cooled. On the Earth, a reasonably viable solution had long been found for the air conditioning of rooms. The split air conditioning unit inside cools the room's air. The split air conditioning unit outside heats the streets. Would have been cool if it had worked on the moon as well. It didn't, however, since there are no sockets on the moon. A different solution had to be found, and this apparently was the case. On July 20, 1969, Neil Armstrong announced to the world, "The Eagle has landed." What a sensation! Cooling without electric power and without an appliance. Incredible, it works. The 70s drew to a close. The 80s passed by. The 90s heralded the end of the century. A new millennium began. But there seemed to be no significant progress in the matter of climate control technology. What was no problem then is still a problem today. It simply does not work without any of these. Either today's climate technicians have failed to spot the NASA's ingenious solution, or else yesterday's NASA climate technicians dreamt the ingenious solution. Because it is so hot at noon, I only sit here on the bench in the evening. Then I sometimes want to know what really happened at the time. Well, you've seen it on TV, although many films are not the true story. But at least it was written in the newspaper. The first man stepped onto the moon. The moon is now an AMI. The search for explanations, of course, leads to NASA's website. There, a strange document can be found. For the interior of the landing module, the temperature is specified. Cabin temperature 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we find, on the one hand, a reference to the cooling of the spacesuits. Suit liquid cooling assembly. Here we find, on the other hand, a reference to the cooling of the interior space. ECS equipment. Environmental Control System. The document states, with reference to the subject of room climate, in order to protect the astronauts and the equipment from temperature extremes, an active as well as a passive thermal control is used. The active thermal control is performed by the ECS Environmental Control System. The passive thermal control isolates the inner structure of the vehicle against its outer environment, thus ensuring acceptable temperature limits during a moon mission. What does the environmental control system do? Heat is removed by absorption and is rejected to space by process of sublimation. He or she who has understood the last sentence is kindly requested to contact me.